everybody. Welcome to Ringside Rundown. I am so sorry for the delay. If you are in the Florida southern area, you are probably feeling the effects of Hurricane Helene, just like I am. I apologize. The internet is very glitchy. I feel like this looks staticky, like it's 1989, so I do apologize about that. I hope everybody is okay. I think we're back, guys. I am so sorry. Hurricane Helene is really messing up things over here. I apologize. I'm going to do the absolute best I can to do this stream. I hope you guys can hear me. It's hard to even tell because the storm is headed my way. If it's in your area, please be safe, but it is headed my way. Welcome back to Ringside Rundown. I'm your host, Martina. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. If you're here, please say hello because I am unable to see. Like I said, the hurricane is affecting my stream. So I am so sorry if you're here. Thank you for being here. Don't be shy. Please say hello because I'm not able to see anything. Despite my best efforts, the effects of the hurricane are affecting the stream. So I do apologize. I was here on time, but StreamYard and the internet have a mind of their own. Well, let's cut straight to the chase. Today, we are here to talk about your favorite Yeet man and mine, YEET Jey Uso. Hey, Kendall. Hey, okay, good. So you guys can hear me. Okay. I was really worried because, yeah, StreamYard is all over the place. I am so sorry, but thank you for being here. Yes, we're here to talk about your favorite Yeet man and mine, Jey Uso. He is now our Intercontinental Champion. Say that 10 times fast. I did not think this day would come, guys. I said it before. I wanted Jey to win. I was rooting for him. But I did not. Oh, hey, RB. Hey, welcome back. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for your patience. Hey, Sherelle. Yes, he did it. Oh, sorry. Let me actually show their comments so people know. I got Kendall. We got RB in the house. We got Sherelle in the house. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for being here so much. Thank you for your patience. Yes, Jey Uso is our champion. Guys, I had a whole presentation planned. I had everything, but again, StreamYard and the internet, like I said, if you're in the Florida area, please be safe. I know I'm in North Carolina, but we always feel the same effects that you guys feel eventually, and now is that time. Oh, hey, K-Doll. Hey, thank y'all for being here. That really makes my day. I was like, oh God, they're going to be like, this heifer is not showing up, but I did. The internet is just trifling today. Thank y'all for being here. Yes, I know, man. Jey Uso won. He is now our Intercontinental Champion. I am so proud of him. I was a little worried. Guys. He won it. Oh, thank you, RB. I appreciate that. Hey, Brooke. Brooke says, my flabbers are still gasted. Yes, they are. And I apologize because of the little lag or glitch. Some people's profile pictures are not showing up. So again, I apologize. We're just going to do the best we can. Thank you, Sherelle. Yes, so for those that don't know, Jey Uso won. He defeated Braun Breaker to win the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, this past Raw 2 days ago. And it was down to the wire, guys, down to the absolute wire. And when I say down to the wire, I mean like the last 30 seconds to a minute that he won. You know, it was a great match, lots of high flying action, lots of spears. We had spears through barricades. We had Uso splashes. We had, run around the ring spears. We had a little bit of everything. But in the end, Jey pulled it off. He is now our champion. Hey, Nick, yeet. Yes, he is now our champion, guys. So it begs the question, like, where do we go from here? Because you and I both know that I know, they know, we all know that eventually Jey is going to get back into the bloodline one way or another. Hey, Jackie, thank y'all for being here. That really makes my day because I was worried. They're going to be like, there's no way she is not here. She's late and I'm out. But thank y'all for being patient. Kendall says, I cried when Jey won. It doesn't feel real, but it is so happy. Yeet. Yes, I wanted him to win. Like I've said it so many times, I was rooting for him. I absolutely was rooting for him, but I was a little worried. Because there was, we get the 2.99999s at a kick out, and you're like, but yes, he pulled it off. So what I was saying is now we're like, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy and I'm so proud of Jey. He deserved it. He's been deserved it. This is his first singles title. Now, mind you, Jey Uso has been in WWE for 14 years. He's a tag team champion many, many times. I say this every stream, one half of the longest reigning tag team champion of all time with his brother Jimmy, the Usos. And now this is his first singles title. And he actually joined several other members of his family who have also been Intercontinental champions, including Rikishi, including The Rock, including Roman, and a couple other people that I can't remember right off the top of my head. But I believe I saw that also makes Jey and Rikishi the first father-son duo to be Intercontinental champions. Say that 10 times fast. We're going to say IC because Intercontinental is like, yes. So yeah, that's really cool. It's cool on so many levels. I'm so proud of him. He's been deserved it. He's been putting in a lot of work. But like I said, I'm really curious to see what it's going to look like going forward as he makes his way to the bloodline. And can we just talk about how? Okay, I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring your comments. Jackie says, "I'm so proud of Jey. He deserves it so much. He absolutely does, 100%." Sherelle says Jey was crying. Yes, he was. After he won, he went back up through the crowd the same way he came in. Brooke says, I'm still a little skeptical saying Baldy didn't decide to do that at Bad Blood. Yes, I agree. That was what was really surprising to me. And honestly kind of mad, to be real with you. Like, I'm proud of him. I can't stress enough. I am proud of him. I will always be proud of him because he's been deserved it. But I really feel like he deserved to get a pay-per-view win. Like, he deserved that. So them doing on Raw to me is a little deflating. I feel like we could have come through a little bit better than that for him. K-Doll says, Triple H let us down so much I didn't want to watch. I agree, child. It's been so many near falls. I honestly, I just didn't think he was going to do it. I didn't think they were actually going to let him win. That when he did, like, that last sequence where, he spears Braun and then he did an Uso splash, I was like, okay, wait a minute. He is going to do it. He is going to do it. Hey, Jeff. Jeff says, Jey, the new YEET champion. I like that. Yeet. Hey, Jeff. He says, hey, Marty. Brooke says, exactly, Martina. Jackie says it should have been a Bad Blood match. Exactly. It definitely should have been a Bad Blood match. It's a little deflating that it wasn't. Kendall says, watching Jey break down, he is so loved. He is absolutely loved. Like, the crowd was going crazy, as they had been for months and months and months. But I am hoping too that they allow, when Jimmy comes back, whenever that should be, I hope that Jimmy gets his chance to be a solo champion as well, because he is just as skilled and talented as Jey. He just hasn't had his time to shine, just like Jey did. Jey didn't have a chance to shine until this year as a solo star, and Jimmy has yet to have that even now. So I'm hoping that he ultimately gets his chance as well. Wherever he is, we miss Jimmy. I love Jimmy. I love them both equally. I miss him as well. Let's see what else we got here. We got RB says, yo, Martina, didn't you just watch? I didn't catch the McMahon documentary yet, but I will. I've been hearing about it. We'll circle back around to that one. Brooke says, hey, Jeff. K-Doll says it made it more special because it was in Cali, I think. Yes, that's true. It was in his home state. Now let's talk about this, Jim. Did you see Rhea dancing in the background? Can we please talk about how deeply unserious Rikishi is? If you have been paying any attention to this over the last several weeks and months, Rikishi has been tweeting, and every podcast episode, every time a mic is in front of him, he's like, "Oh, they're trying to break up my son's marriage," and da 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 da. Like he has been going off, and he has been very vocal about how he doesn't feel like they're doing Jey right, which I didn't think he was wrong. I agreed with what he was saying, but he was very vocal about it. And tell me why immediately after his win, he like tags Rhea. Like, didn't you just say that they're about to break up your son's marriage and he shouldn't be in a love story angle? Which I agreed with again. Like, I agreed with that. But he is deeply unserious that the moment Jey wins, he flipped the switch and it was like, "Oh, mommy, let's celebrate," like tagging Rhea. I'm like, sir, what are we doing? Didn't you just say that? He's hilarious. That guy's hilarious. Like, what are we doing? Because he was just so gung-ho, like, my son shouldn't be in a love angle. Why are we doing this to, hey, turn up, let's celebrate. He is hilarious. He's either playing us all or he's just the funniest man alive. RB says, "I don't know about you, Miss Thing. No disrespect, no put. I don't call unbits." RB, what you talking about over there? Jeff says he's backpedaling. He is, but is he backpedaling or was he just playing all along? Like he's. Brooke says the QTs for that tweet are hilarious. They are, because I had to read it twice. Have you ever like seen something, you're scrolling, you see something and you're like, oh, okay. But I had to double back and like, now wait, there is no way that this man just said that after multiple tweets and multiple interviews. We're not talking just like a one-off tweet where he was like, oh, they're not doing Jey right and never mentioned it again. I'm saying every time he was on the internet, he was talking about this. So hilarious. So it says to me that I think they are still going to push this love story angle, which I've said it once, I'll say it again. I hated it then. I still don't like it now. But at least he has a title, because I did say, I said he didn't need Punani. He needed a title. So now that he has a title, I guess maybe he can do what he wants to now. But he still has to rejoin his family at some point. So I said I can see this coming. I can see a quote from Jey coming, because remember, Roman doesn't have a title now. So I can see something coming like, well, I got a title. I'm the one with a title now. Oos, where's your title at? Oos, he's going to say something like that. It's coming. RB says, I call I'm straight, Kennedy, but RB, you're so sick. Kendall says, I do think he was trolling. He definitely was. He's a king of the trolls. Exactly, Brooke. She says that man went on for months, and he did. That's not exaggerating. He was going on and on like that. That horse was getting beat to death, y'all. It was deceased, and he just kept going on and on and on about it. Rhea quoted that saying to Waffle House, like, they're all, this is all comedy. Oh no, not Jericho. Man, Jericho, we'll probably get to that in a minute, because immediately following this, I'm streaming AEW Grand Slam with Tati, so I'm sure you stick around long enough, we'll talk more about Jericho. Brooke says, but it was very smart. He bullied and trolled them people into giving his son a belt. I can respect it. I agree. You can't say he doesn't support his kids. You can't say he wasn't going hard for his own, because he really was, y'all. He really did. He really did, though. He really did bully them, and then like the quickness just cracked me up. Like from give him a title, you're doing him dirty, to hey, turn up, I love y'all. I'm like, what? Kendall says he got the title now, so now he can get the girl. I guess so. I mean, hey, I guess if you work hard, play harder. I guess so, man. K-Doll says, I'm cool with Gia because she wasn't getting involved in it. And see, I said this the other day. I am fearful about this. I'm very fearful. I said this on Twitter. If you follow me, if you don't follow me, you should, at WrestleTinaB on Twitter. That's where I'm definitely the most active. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Martina Talks Wrestling. Y'all, I have this fear that they are going to try to do this angle where to get Jey back into the bloodline is going to be like, well, I'll come back, but I'm not coming back without Rhea, and they're going to try to make her like the first lady of the bloodline. I hate this more than life itself. Like, I absolutely hate that angle, but I'm fearful that that's what we're doing here, because you see they are really, really leading into this. Like, they are hell-bent on making Gia a thing. Like, this isn't what I want. This is what I'm seeing with my eyes. You see it, I see it. They really seem to want to make this a thing. So all I know is if they try to shoehorn any more non-Samoans into the bloodline, I'm gonna scream. They did it with Sammy, hated it then. They're doing it with Cody, hate it now. If they try to do it with Rhea, I ain't gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. I don't know, because I just can't. I cannot. It's already stressful. So can we please not do that? Hunter, if you, Triple H, if you or any of your people are listening with your burner, like, please, we're begging. This isn't just what I want. No one here wants this. Do y'all want this? Sound off in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this later. If you want to see Rhea in the bloodline, you're in the minority. I promise you are. Sherelle says, and Jey didn't need any help to win either. He's definitely bringing it up when he sees Roman again. Absolutely, girl. I said that too. I can hear it now. And I did it by myself. Who's got a title now? Like, you know how he talks. You know it's coming. It's 100% coming. I always told y'all I could do it on my own. It's even in his music. It's just me, Oos. Robert says, I got names for everybody. Brooke says she is deceased. K-Doll is laughing at me. Brooke says, don't speak that into existence. See, I agree. I don't want to speak it into existence. I'm mentioning it here so we can all pray, because there's power in prayer. They say where two or more are gathered, so we can all pray against this. If we speak against this and we say that we hate it enough, surely they will change it. Because I said this when Jey won. I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm wrong, it seemed to me that it was pretty evident that this was not their original plan. I don't think they originally intended to but to allow Jey to win as he'd been deserving. I don't think that was their original plan, because if it was, they had a bad time of showing it, because he was losing. He was hype man. I said it before, hype man, side piece, life coach. He was doing everything but winning matches. So this one seemingly came out of left field to me. So as happy as I am to see it, I just hope that we can speak against this love angle. Jackie says, I have a feeling Liv and Dom going to be up to something. Now Jey is IC champ and Gia is a thing now. I agree. Brooke says, I am begging. I am too. Please, I don't want that. Jeff says, the only way Jey is in the bloodline is if they screw his title reign with team bloodline interference, which they will. That's coming. It's coming. I feel like that interference is definitely coming. I also feel like there's going to be Jimmy is coming in this somehow. I hope he comes back as a face, though, because we rarely got Jimmy face. We almost always saw Jimmy as a heel. So I'd like to see him come back as a face. Sherelle says they better freaking not while Naomi is there. Thank you. Not while they had Tamina right there. Exactly. With Naomi and even Nia, there's no reason. Once again, there's too many Samoans in wrestling. Too many Samoans and their spouses and extended family for you to be bringing in non-Samoans. It just makes no sense to me. Kendall says, I think Jey and Rhea will be involved with Street Trash. Judgment Day. The fact that they actually allowed them to be called Street Trash is so funny. Jeff says, I don't want her in it. They can just date. That's cool. That's what they want. So give the people what they want. Robert says, I don't want Rhea in the bloodline. I agree, RB. Jeff says, Brookie will throw... Brooke will blow a gasket if that happens. She won't be the only one, child. Brooke says, oh my God, not all pray. Like, yes, like if we all just speak against this enough, surely it will manifest and they will not shoehorn. Because like I said, we've seen this before. They shoehorned Sammy into it. They're currently shoehorning Cody into it. That they're not immune from doing this. So I'm like, don't do this again. Do not do it again. Jackie says, I miss Jimmy. Me too. I absolutely do. Jimmy being a face fits his character. It does, because I said this was something I was actually telling Brooke and Jackie. This is something I've been thinking about more and more. Jimmy is the one who really deserves to be the most mad right now. Think about this now. I think a lot of people forget now. I know I got to wind down. I got like 6 minutes. I'm going to get this point out there real quick. I think a lot of people forget that Solo is also Jimmy and Jey's brother. We know that, but I think like sometimes we forget that because we always talk about the Usos, Jimmy and Jey. Don't forget Solo is also their brother. So remember, Jey turned on Jimmy. Jey turned on Jimmy. Too many J's. Jey turned on Jimmy. Remember, he helped Cody win. I'll never forgive him for that. Ever. I'll never forgive him for that. Jimmy came out to help Roman. Jey took him out to help Cody win. The very next night, the Raw after Mania, Solo turned on Jimmy and took him out of the bloodline. So he can make the case that, look, both of my brothers turned on me. They need to make him a sympathetic character. He needs a friend. Everybody turned on him. Everybody did him dirty. When does he get his, time to get some justice? Justice for Jimmy, man. Justice for Jimmy. Kendall says, I like Rhea, but no, she can't be involved in the bloodline story. I'm already mad that Blondie is still involved. You and me both, child. I hate it. Jeff says Naomi should be the first lady of the bloodline, but they should have had a female bloodline. Absolutely. I've been saying that for months. I completely agree. They have the woman power. They have the man power. They absolutely should have done it. Sherelle says Jimmy turned on Jey. He did for sure. But most recently, for Jeff picking on me. Most recently, like for sure, there's been so much back and forth. But I think most recently, Jimmy is the one who most needs to be a face, because he needs a friend. Like, everyone has turned on him. I'm hoping that him and Roman reconcile, and I want everybody to reconcile and get the gang all back together. Jeff says, I will never let WrestleMania 40 go. I will not. You are 100% correct. I will never let it go to the day I drop, because I hated it. I've never hated the ending of a match more in my life. And I've been watching wrestling for a long time. Brooke says, and he should. Child, had he never gotten injured in the first place, there would be no Miju. Absolutely. There would not. Kendall says, Jimmy turned on Jey first, though, but I admit I was mad Jey helped Blondie. However, Jimmy has every right to be mad. Exactly. But all those things can be true at the same time. Absolutely. We know Jimmy's done his dirt, and don't get me wrong. We know that he has cost Jey before several times. But remember when he had the match against Roman, and then they both, interfered with each other so much. But I just want Jimmy back, man. I want it back. Where you at? Jimmy has to drop. Jeff says Jimmy has to grovel to Jey. I don't think so. I don't agree, Jeff. I don't think he needs to grovel, because, like I said, he's been the last time we saw him was a chair around his neck. Someone needs to be apologizing to him. Think about that for a second. The last time we saw Jimmy was the Raw after Mania. They put a chair around his neck. Solo and Tama Tonga and all them took him out, and we ain't seen him since. I don't think he needs to beg for forgiveness. I think they just need to somehow introduce him back in and get us getting to know him more. Just like we've gotten to know Jey as a solo character, we need to see Jimmy as a solo character as well. But I know I've got to wrap this up. I thank everybody who is here. Thank you for being here. I've got like 2 or 3 minutes to get over to my other stream with Tati. But thank y'all for being here. I know this was kind of rushed, and I apologize. I had some technical difficulties, but all's well that ends well. If you're new, thank you for being here. It's not normally this chaotic. And if you're returning, thank y'all for being here so much. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Don't forget to like and follow me at WrestleTinaB. Don't forget to follow my joint channel with Nick of Sleeper Sports Media. Follow TribalReignMedia, which is our joint channel. And don't forget to like and follow Martina Talks Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe, like, follow, subscribe, all the things. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, chat, all the things. Sherelle says Rikishi just needs to smack both twins and make them get it together. Make up twins. Absolutely. It's so much, like, it's hard to keep score because so much is happening. Again, they both been in there for like 14 years. Like you said, everybody super kick each other, and let's get this thing back together, because they really do. They need to be worried. Temu Bloodline, you call them Temu Bloodline, but all I know is Jacob Fatu is. I don't want no problems with him. Do you want problems with him? I don't want any problems with any of them, but I definitely don't want no problems with Jacob Fatu. That man is a beast in every sense of the word. TribalReignMedia, hello. Kendall says Jimmy needs to be out for blood. He does, but it should be like righteous anger, right? So that he can be a face. I feel like it should be righteous anger. Jeff says, you're right, Solo did Jimmy wrong. He did. They did him so dirty. And with that, I'm going to head on out, y'all. It is 7:59, but don't go too far. If you're on my channel, stay there. I'll be back in just a minute with Tati of Wrestle Tati. Follow her. She's amazing. We are going to stream AEW Grand Slam. So we're switching companies, switching gears, but still here. Y'all take care. Everybody have a great evening, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.